I'm bringing up somebody who is terrific. He is a very noble actor, the profession of acting. He is also a terrific storyteller. He is delightful, Mr. Richard MacPherson.
BS. I love you. The man's face made you think he knew what was coming. He looked like he was going to be shot. He was an extra. We're all extras. We're paid to be in the background. You'd like to think it was a noble profession, like those Dutch guys in Rembrandt's The Night Watch, with those cool hats and the beards. I wonder what the rate was in 1640. The sad-faced man looked French, reminded me of the crying Parisian in that famous photograph when the Nazis were goose-stepping down the Champs-Élysées. We were all sitting in the tent, but he was standing like the Gestapo had just called his name. Would he talk? Maybe. Maybe he'd get a line. That's what we all live for. But then he put the cell phone to his ear and I was back in Hollywood. Or more precisely, on the top floor of the Beverly Hills Hotel parking lot. It all started with a coat they gave me in wardrobe. Epaulets, heavy, like something you'd wear at the Russian front. But this was a gangster movie, 1930s. And they gave everybody else suits and spats. The costumer was a cool customer. She coldly put her hands up to my face and tied the tie right in front of me. I thought her hands could kill me. You know, like those French resistance fighters killed the traitors. I smiled. I whispered, I've never seen anybody tie a knot like that before. She stopped. Then they gave me the German Shepherd. Told me to go out and patrol the empty stalls. So we went out in the darkness, the moonlight. The only stars were over there with the stuntmen pretending to get their lights knocked out. I looked at the dog. I wondered what he was getting. The handler said, tomorrow we're flying to DC for a commercial. Lucky dog. 2 a.m. the van came up and all the thugs got in. We drove through the streets of Tinseltown while the industry people were getting their beauty sleep. We came to the location. It was lit up like a remake of A Wonderful Life. Trucks, trailers, honey wagons, booths. You know, these people owe a debt to Buffalo Bill in the Wild West show. When he went to the continent, he brought the Western wagons, the cowboys, the cattle, the Indians, probably some Iroquois. And I ask you this, I wonder what they thought of E.E. Cummings' Blue-Eyed Boys. But the Prussian professionals took an interest in how show business army maneuvered itself. They got front row seats. So we pulled up to the estate and they gave us the Tommy guns, the rifles, and the revolvers. And the place was lit up by these dirigibles floating overhead. And then this mobster car pulled up, and in the back seat were the doubles, the guys that stand in for the stars and the long shots. And it made me wonder if the Israelis had used an agent to get Idi Amin. And And then they gave me out onto the driveway to walk with the dog. So I started walking with the dog across. And then I stopped and they said, do it by yourself. So I took my rifle and they gave me a flashlight. And I discovered I could hold it over my head like this. Nobody told me how to do that. You'll see it. The first AD said to the second AD, "Where's the third AD?" We knew he was in the backyard playing words with the electric and the grip. Words were exchanged. They took us out front. They showed us how to use the fake guns. 4 a.m., the set dresser got upset with the budget for the plants. It was getting colder. 4:30, the costumer came back. You remember the assassin. She grabbed the thug next to me by the lapels. I froze. 5 o'clock. They got the shot they wanted. We started walking out. We went by the mobster's car. The doubles were in the back, lying against each other. Shot or sleeping. And just for a moment, I wished I looked like Bugsy Siegel. Thank you.